Welcome back this morning. Well, do you believe in Bigfoot? That's a topic of conversation that's happening in Southern Illinois as the Bigfoot Conference nears. And we're here this morning with J.D. Keene, Katrina Skinnion, Joe Jenkins, and Jim Peters. They're all a part of this Bigfoot Conference that's taking place in September. So first, thanks so much for joining us today to talk about this. But let's talk a little bit about, in general, what is this conference just all about?
The conference, it's just about Bigfoot mostly. We have a bunch of different speakers coming in. We've got some kind of local guys and some that's coming in from across the country.
That'll be pretty amazing. And so why are we having this conference? Is there a reason that you guys are holding it? Has there been sightings in Southern Illinois? What's this all about?
There actually has been some sightings in Southern Illinois. Joe and Jim here have some quite a lot of really cool stuff that they're going to be presenting there. And she and I, we've just kind of had an interest in Bigfoot and thought, you know, hey, this would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
I feel like there's quite a few people out there that are skeptics. They are they don't know what side of the fence that they're on. So I feel like that this could be a pretty cool conference to go to really get all that information. You know, you guys are going to be speaking, presenting at the conference. Talk a little bit about your guys' I guess, expertise in all things Bigfoot.
I wouldn't say we're experts on it, but I think we were not Bigfoot believers either until 6 or 7 years ago when we had an experience, right, that really kind of changed our lives.
Right.
Kind of flipped the switch, and we started looking and doing research, and we've come up with several sounds. We have a database of hundreds of sounds that we've captured out there, and as well as photographic evidence as well, all in Southern Illinois. There's in 2 counties.
And you asked why in Illinois. Illinois is actually ranked five in the nation of sightings. And I mean, we have this vast forest of Shawnee National Forest, and we don't know what all's in there.
Right, right.
You know.
And you guys.
But we've had things that we can't explain. We had a, like he said, an incident that just led us down this rabbit trail, and that's how we ended up here.
Do you guys ever feel like people look at you like you're crazy? Like, you know, how do you believe in Bigfoot? Like, that's just a myth. Like, what do you guys say to those people who, you know, look at you like that?
Myself, I just kind of think that there's just as much evidence out there showing that it doesn't exist as it does exist.
Yeah, and it's good to be a skeptic, you know?
And Joe has, when people ask him, he opens up a folder full of photographs and evidence and says, well, you tell me what that is.
They have some awesome photos, and it's mind-blowing for us, really.
Yeah.
And most of the time they'll go from I'm not a believer to, well, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Of course.
Which it's okay with me.
He and I have actually had an experience down by the Little Grand Canyon too. I mean, we heard something. We didn't see anything, but we heard something, and it was pretty.
It's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I could imagine. It's probably not normally a sound that you expect to hear. So when you hear something like that, you're like, okay, what is that?
Yeah, we decided to hit the road.
Yeah, I bet.
We think it's really awesome that they're able to put this conference on, especially in Southern Illinois, because they have conferences all over the United States.
Right.
But this was in Illinois, our backyard. He's got big time people like Ron Moorhead coming in, and all these people from all across the country coming in to do presentations, and it gives us an opportunity to actually show the evidence that we've collected in Southern Illinois. So we're really thankful that this is really happening here.
And we're real thankful for Joe and Jim, because they've helped us out immensely with different things and kind of getting us in contact with some more local people that they kind of work with from time to time.
Right. And so would you guys say that there is a lot of interest? People are wanting to learn more. People are interested in finding out, you know, if Bigfoot is really real in their eyes. Do you think people are, you know, interested in this?
Oh yeah, definitely. And it just kind of shows, especially with all of the different conferences that's around and the attendance. One that we go to every year in Gatlinburg, there's like, what, 900,000 people that ends up showing up for it, which, I mean, it is a big vacation destination.
But still,
yeah,
holy cow,
yeah.
That's incredible. And so when exactly is the conference taking place? How can people go about showing up? Is it one day, multiple days? What does that all look like?
It's technically a one-day event, Saturday, September 7th. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite, Southern Illinois Bigfoot Conference. We also have a VIP meet and greet with all of the presenters the Friday night before, and we're going to have a meal and a reception with live entertainment by one of the local favorites, the Pump House Monster Blues Band.
Well,
there's also tickets available at the door on the day.
There are.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you know.
So
Yeah,
if
there
people
are.
don't quite get them online, they can always show up at
Yeah,
the door and
yeah.
still get in. Well, guys, it sounds like it's going to be a really cool event, and I feel like me, you guys had asked me, do I believe? And I was like, I have no idea. I need to do some more research, but I feel like this conference would be a great place to check it out and see all the evidence that they are presenting to you, and then really just make your own guess there with everything that they show you. I think that that's super cool. So go ahead and check out their Facebook page. They have an event on Facebook that you can get more information as well. Guys, thanks so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it. We'll be back in just a bit.